Hello, brothers and sisters of the highway. We're going to do a little Peterbilt pantry cooking here. We are in Maxton, North Carolina. We don't do our pickup till tomorrow morning sometime, about 11 o'clock. So anyways, here we go. It's Father's Day, and I kind of want to make Timmy something a little nicer for dinner. Say hello, Timmy.
Hello.
He really is friendly. You just have to get to know him. Anyways, I can't turn this camera around because I am, shall we say, technology challenged. So I can't turn it around, so I'm going to have to face it to show you certain things. So I'm going to pause in between so nobody gets bored. At any rate, here in our little Peterbilt pantry, we have, here's our electric skillet that Damon has, one of those too. And over here is our hot pot where we boil water, which I use that for many, many things. Okay, so for tonight we're going to have Tim pick these mashed potatoes, the roasted garlic and Parmesan red potatoes. They're real simple to make. And I've been marinating the steak in here. 2 New York strip steaks in this marinade for a couple days in the refrigerator. Got that at Walmart. They're only a few dollars. And you buy your steaks, and they're only, you know, they're a lot cheaper than buying in the truck stop. So anyways, I started the water in here, and it's plugged in to a power strip. I don't suggest plugging many things in at one time. Not that we've had anything happen, not in this truck, but I would not suggest like running your microwave or refrigerator and a hot pot all at one time, because you could overload the system, and I don't think Randolph would be real happy with us if we started blowing fuses and whatnot. Just a little secret. Okay, so hold on here, and I will, after I boil the water, I'll go to the next step. Be right back. Okay, while I'm waiting for this water to boil, we always keep paper plates in the truck, wherever you can. It's a little easier for Tim and I because we're a couple, so we sleep in the same bed. I know not everybody has that, but Damon and
T-Bone.
Damon, you be quiet up there. Damon puts those shoe things up on the, you know, between the top and bottom, so everybody has little cubby holes to put things, which is a fantastic idea. And I keep silverware in like a plastic tote. I have plasticware in here. I have real knives and forks too, because I do dishes sometimes, but it's a lot easier if I don't have to do dishes all the time, you know, especially when we're running real hard. You just throw your stuff away, you know, kind of thing. But anyways, I keep butter, salt and pepper, all kinds of little things, which you can put in those shoe holder things that Damon showed, or, you know, we keep our stuff in one of the compartments down below, which I'll show you later on. Okay, hold on 1 second. Our water's about ready to boil. Okay, guys, our water's boiling. And you're going to have to excuse, because the light in this truck is not the greatest, but I think you'll get the general concept. So anyways, our potatoes call for 2 cups of water. So I put just a little more than that in there just because I think it needs it. They get a little dry. Just a little bit more. I have a little measuring cup in here. And throw a little bit of water in there. About 2.5 cups I go for. Then you just take your mashed potatoes, dump them in there, and these are only, seriously, like, I don't even think they're $1 a pack. You know, they're real cheap. So anyways, you give that a little stir there, get everybody all saturated, and Tim likes 1.5 tons of butter. So I flop a wob of butter in there, okay? And then I just let that sit, okay? I put a lid on it, and for the time being, I stick it up in the microwave just to keep it warm. So the next thing I'm going to do, I unplug the hot pot, so like I was saying, I don't want to overload the system. So I have my electric skillet here. And we're going to plug that in. We're going to let this preheat, okay? And I'll be right back after it preheats. Okay, I preheated the pan to about 300 degrees. And I use a meat thermometer. Only because, like, not so much for beef, but pork and chicken, you really have to make sure that that's cooked. We all know that. None of us want to give ourselves botulism while we're out here. We can get that for free in the truck stop. At any rate, I use rubber gloves. Only because it's not always feasible to wash your hands and raw meat thing, you know what I mean? So at any rate, we keep rubber gloves on hands. And if the hand's hot, I'm going to take my little marinated steak, which you don't have to use this kind. You can make your own with freezer bags. And whatever marinade you choose. Tim and I do that a lot. We'll take like a marinade and put it in a freezer bag. You let it sit in the fridge, or if you have a freezer, you can marinate it for a day or two and throw it in the freezer. Okay? So, put them in there. I know it kind of seems like a waste with the rubber glove. Put your lid back on. I only cock it a little bit just to let some of the steam out. And I like to do our steaks at about 140 degrees. That's like a medium rare. If you buy a meat thermometer, it usually has the temperatures on there of what medium rare, well done, and whatnot is. I like the beef about 140. Personally, I like mine bleeding and twitching on the plate, but not everybody likes their beef like that. Some people, it really grosses them out. Chicken's supposed to be like 180 degrees. Pork's supposed to be like 170 degrees. So that's why I keep the meat thermometer. So, I'm going to let these cook for like 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to give them a little flip. Let them cook for another 3 or 4 minutes. Then I'm going to test them with the meat thermometer. And I'll be right back to you. Alright, it's been about 3 minutes or so, so I'm going to flip these over. I want to tell you, these electric fry pans, especially in a truck in our world, they help so much. You can make anything in there. You can make eggs in there, you can boil noodles in there, you can make rice in there, you can cook any kind of meat you want, stir-fry vegetables. They make little bowls, like we have a rice bowl up top, which I'll show that another time on another meal or whatever. You make rice in the microwave, in your microwave. The hot pot too, it's good for boiling water to clean up stuff, to do dishes and whatnot. I do dishes in here. And the bottom line of this is it saves tons of money. Like every time you walk in a truck stop to eat, for two of you is a minimum of $20. A minimum, you know, and that's, you want to tip your waitress or waiter or whatever, you want to be decent, or it's a minimum of $20. It's a lot of money. So when you're out here spending that every day, you know, you're buying drinks. Some places is a la carte. You know, you have to buy your meat, but you got to buy everything on the side extra. Whereas you can have this in your truck and all the food that you want in your truck, and it's like, we spent $60 last time we were at the grocery store on food, and that was like 4 or 5 days ago. So, and that's 2 of us, and we have stuff for breakfast, we have stuff for lunch, and we have supper food. So it saves tons of money. We all want to save money. I want to see you save money. We're out here saving money, and we're living better, and it's healthier. Give me a couple minutes, because these are almost done, and I'm going to plate it. Timmy's up there starved to death, he is, and it's Father's Day, and I'll show you what's next. Okay guys, I don't know if you can see this. We're up to 140 degrees. That's where Tim and I like our steaks to be, so we're gonna plate this. Now like I said, this saves lots of money. Okay, I think I might have paid, I don't know, maybe $10 for both those steaks. Whereas, like I said, you go out to the restaurant, it's going to be $10, $12 a plate. So, save yourselves a few dollars. Put the stuff in your refrigerator. It's so worth it. Alright, let me get this plated up. I'll be right back. Alright, bear with me a second, guys. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put some water in this pan. Okay, this pan's a mess, as you see. There's grease and, you know, just kind of burn on stuff. So what I do is I take some water, watery water, just so you know. I'm not drinking this water. And let's put a little bit in the pan, okay? And then I have dish soap that I keep up in the cupboard. And put a few squirts of dish soap in. I use the Dawn antibacterial kind. And then what you do is you turn the pan back on, like maybe warm, you know, while you're eating or something. You just turn it back on warm. And then just enough to loosen all that crap off the bottom of the pan. You know what I mean? So long story short on that, you just do that. And then either dump it in a bucket or take it outside and dump it in the grass. Like don't dump it like seriously right along the truck, because you don't want somebody stepping in your greasy crap. It's just rude. But or if you have a porta pot or some kind of bucket you use to throw stuff out in, or a bag or an old coffee cup, whatever, get rid of your stuff there. And then you can put more water in there, a little more soap, rinse it out, and your pan's clean for the next time. So we're going to sit down and eat. Timmy's starved to death and it's Father's Day. And here's our finished product up here. And that's a happy boy. And we got a little movie going on. So we got movie night and steaks for Father's Day. So have a good one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe out there.